Hello and welcome to another video. So today, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of trying to channel a little bit of Lara Jean. I don't know if I accomplished my goal, but I tried, and that's what matters. So I actually watched To All the Boys 3 or Always and Forever Lara Jean on Netflix yesterday, and I just had to make a video talking about it. I actually mentioned making a video about this movie in my video talking about book to movies or TV show adaptations, so if you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. It's loads of fun. But I didn't want to make like a normal book review or movie review video, so I decided that I'm going to rant about the movie while I make Lara Jean's cake batter cookies. So I hope you're ready, because last time I baked on my channel didn't turn out so well, but fingers crossed. Also, before we get into the video, I have to give a shout out to my sister. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my YouTube channel has a new header, and I am so freaking in love with it. It's everything I could have ever wanted. It's literally my favorite things in a YouTube banner. So if you guys are interested and you want to see more from her, I'll leave her Instagram here and I'll leave her Etsy shop linked down below. She is an amazing artist, and if you want your own YouTube banner or phone background like in the same style that I have mine, or if you want your pet's portrait, she does a lot of cool things, so definitely go check her out. Without further ado, let's go bake. Hello and welcome to my kitchen.
Now, this is the very first time I film a baking video, but like actually having to say something and think about what I'm saying while I bake. So if this turns out to be a disaster,
you've been warned. So I'm not going to explain everything that I do in the recipe because that would be boring, and I just want to talk about the movie. So I'll link the recipe down below, so if you guys want to try it, you can follow along at home. But for now, I'm just gonna sift some ingredients and talk about the movie. First of all, the flour.
Ah, beautiful. It all went in.
So first of all, the movie starts with a Korea montage of them traveling there as a family and doing the thing in the bridge with the locks. I thought that was cute, but it was not in the books, at least from what my friend told me, because I did not remember a single thing from the book. But apparently that trip was planned for after the book, not at the very beginning of the book. But you know, it was fun, it was cute. One of my biggest complaints of the movie was Kitty literally having a love interest pop out of nowhere. Like that, what was his name? Day, I think. They met in the bridge, and then
like two 13-year-olds who just met started dating long distance. Like, what the hell? Why did Kitty need a romance storyline? Like, I don't think she did.
This leads me to like the side characters having no plot points at all and no like relevance to the stories. Basically, every time you saw a side character, they were there to like help Lara Jean like discover something about herself or about the world. They didn't have like their own lives. And I'm sorry that I don't remember this guy's name, but like the gay best friend, like he didn't have a life of his own. I wish he had, because he seems like such an interesting character. And I'm just wondering,
like before Lara Jean and Chris became his friends in the first movie, who did he hang out with? Because we only see him with Lara Jean and Chris all the freaking time. But this guy had a life before receiving Lara Jean's love letter, didn't he? Didn't he? So where are his friends? Like, please, give him like a backstory, give him friends, give him something to do besides being Lara Jean's gay best friend. He deserved more than that.
and some of the other side characters as well. Like, there's this black girl who appears sometimes with the gang, and I don't think she has a single speaking line, and she's literally prom queen. And like, I want to know more about her. She seems so cool, but they don't give her a single speaking line. So like, why do I care that she's prom queen? I don't even know this girl. Okay, so going back about the thing with Korea, I feel like with every movie, the Korean influence has like gone up by so much. In the first movie, like the Korean influence was like at 20%. And then by the second movie, it was basically at 50%, because there was like a whole scene dedicated to a song by Blackpink, and that was very obvious. But then the third movie comes around and it's turned up to like almost 100, like Korean beauty products, Korea itself, I think I spotted at least 2 K-pop songs. I don't know if there were more. Those are the only 2 that I noticed. And like, I don't know if the rise of the Korean influence on this movie has to do with the rise of K-pop's popularity in the United States, but I feel like there's like something there. Like, it has to have something to do with it. Also, I can kind of tie this to like my third point. I think the rise of the Korean influence in the movie might also be attached to the director. I definitely know that the first movie was directed by someone else than the second one, but I think that the second and third one were directed by the same person. Correct me if I'm wrong, I have no idea, but that's what it feels like. And in the movies, the second and third one are closer together, like in style and also the amount of Korean influence. And I feel like the third movie, so Always and Forever, is a perfect blend of the style used in the first movie and the one in the second movie. Because the second movie was directed to be very like whimsical, and it had kind of like a fourth wall break, if you can count it as that, when Lara Jean, like, they break up and then she stares into the camera and sings the song that's playing in the background. Also at the end of the movie, when Lara Jean and Peter Kay, they kiss and then they like fly up into the sky, so that's like very whimsical, whereas the first movie is more grounded, and I feel like this third film was a perfect blend of those 2 styles. I can't believe that I forgot the most important part of baking like Lara Jean, a cute apron, so here you go. Now I'm not going to be all covered in flour like I usually am, so let's go. We have to mix the butter with the granulated sugar and our brown sugar. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Raw egg, butter, and sugar. Yum! Okay, so before I mix my wet and dry ingredients, I just have to ask, where the hell is Peter Kavinsky's actual family? Because we got to meet his mom and his little brother in the first movie, but then they disappeared. They're not even mentioned in the third movie, even though his family and his parents' divorce is like a big thing. Also, I really liked, what's her face? Geneva? No. Guinevere's? Maybe? Guinevere? Something like that. The Mean Girls redemption. I don't know if they did it like as heavily in the books, but I liked it in the movie because it makes sense that she would want to become a better person and that she would change after what happened to her in the second movie with her parents and stuff. So I really like that, and I like that Lara Jean and her are no longer fighting over a boy, and that they're going to be like maybe acquaintances or maybe even friends when they both go to NYU, and I'm really happy because I like seeing that in movies. That doesn't usually happen. The 2 girls in the love triangle usually stay like mad at each other and hating each other for like the whole movie, but they were friends in middle school, and I like that even though they fought and then they fought over a boy, now they put that aside and they can be friends again, and I really like that. I appreciated that. Also, we have to talk about Lara Jean's hair. Like, there was so freaking much of it.
I know she wore hair extensions for the first movie and the second movie, and obviously this one, but they weren't as intense as the one in this movie. I feel like they were so intense that it was too obvious that it wasn't her own hair. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, especially in the prom scene with her updo or whatever. I feel like that was too much. I didn't really like the hairdo. I mean, obviously it's okay if you did. It wasn't my thing. I thought it was too much. And then she went all out for prom, but then she just wore a freaking low ponytail for her own dad's wedding. Like, that is not the Lara Jean I know. I know she was heartbroken, but she had been looking forward to that wedding, like micromanaging every single aspect of it, and then she wore a low ponytail to the wedding. Like, I don't believe that. I don't buy that for a second.
I don't know if you can see, but there's flour and white powder going everywhere. Okay, so the batter is pretty much done. We just need to add the chocolate chips. In her recipe, Lara Jean uses color sprinkles, but we don't have sprinkles in my house, so it's just gonna be some old plain chocolate chips. Let's go. Ain't that beautiful? Last rant of right now. In the movie, when Lara Jean goes to taste the batter, it's already in the pan and she dips her freaking finger in the freaking pan of the batter. Like, what the hell, Lara Jean? You're a baker. You must know that when you want to try your batter, you either do it from the bowl that's already empty and that no one's gonna eat from later, or you lick the spoon. You don't put your finger in the pan in the batter that's going to be a cake that people are actually gonna eat later. Like, hygiene, Lara Jean. This is how you taste the batter, Lara Jean. Or like this.
That's really good. That's really good.
Let this not be an ambrosia and nectar fiasco, because I still can't watch that video without feeling bad. Like, actual nausea.
Cleaning time!
Okay, so I just finished cleaning everything up, and I just wanted to mention a couple of things about the movie that I didn't get the chance to. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but I feel like Peter was made to be a little bit unlikable in the second movie, because we were supposed to also kind of root for John Ambrose McLaren. And that way, to make John Ambrose McLaren look better, they made Peter Kay look worse and like not a very good boyfriend and not very compatible with Lara Jean. But in this movie, it was the complete opposite, at least at the beginning before the main conflict happened. And I feel like that was a bit like, it contrasted too much with the second movie, because Peter in the second movie was a fool. He was a damn right fool. That scene in the restaurant, that I have never liked Peter Kavinsky less. When he dropped the fork on purpose, I didn't think that was cute. I thought that was stupid. Also, only in a freaking rom-com would someone lie to their significant others for over a week about having not gotten into their ideal college.
We know that miscommunication is like the main villain in every single rom-com, so why do we do this again, Lara Jean? It's like the third time we've been through this. Do you seriously have to learn the same lesson every freaking movie?
Going more in depth into Peter Kavinsky's character, I think they did a good job setting up his insecurities about being someone's choice and being picked. Even though we do see the reasoning and the foundation to why he feels so insecure about Lara Jean going to a different college, I feel like he still was too pushy, and man, it's 2021. If the girl wants to go to another university, she can do whatever the hell she wants. I really like that Lara Jean didn't have to let go of her dreams or apologize for wanting to go to NYU to Peter, and it was Peter at the end who actually went over and apologized to her because he was being a baby. Also, Josh is mentioned once, and John Ambrose McLaren isn't even mentioned throughout the whole movie, which is kind of weird, because did he just disappear after the second movie? It's like the movie is trying to make you forget that the second movie even happened. And speaking of the end of the movie, I really liked that the last we saw of their relationship was them signing a contract, which is like the whole movie series coming full circle, because that's how their relationship started. And I thought that was just like a really cute way to end the movie and end their own screen relationship. This might be book lover blasphemy. I feel like the Netflix trilogy as a whole is very good, and they're very good adaptations, even though they're not 100% loyal to the source material, like word for word, scene for scene. I feel like they're still very loyal to the feeling and the vibe of the book. To be a good adaptation, you don't have to have like the exact same things that happen in the book happening in the movie. You just have to have the characters having the same motivations, the same feelings, and like the key scenes. And I feel like they had those. The message that the book was trying to get across, I feel like we got there in the third book, and I feel like, okay, they're not word for word, but they're still super enjoyable, and I still really liked watching them. The first one is definitely my favorite. I feel like no other rom-com will ever get to the heights of To All the Boys 1, because I just fell in love with it so hard the first time I watched it. So it's the first one, then the third one, and then the second one for me. I feel like mostly because the thing I love most about these movies are Lara Jean's and Peter's relationship, and it's not featured as much in the second one. I would actually give this movie a minus as a movie and a B as an adaptation. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. A B as an adaptation. I think it's really well done. The aesthetic also is kind of what I think that Lara Jean would like for a movie about her life to look like. Even that aesthetic is loyal to the aesthetic that Lara Jean from the books would like. So all in all, pretty good adaptation and very good movie.
So here's the final product. They don't look as pretty because they don't have the sprinkles, but they look so cute and they look so good.
So here they are. I'm so freaking happy with how they turned out. They look delicious, and I've actually never tried cake batter cookies, so this is going to be a new experience for me. So let's see if they are actually any good.
Okay.
I get it. I get it now. They're delicious. Those people who doubted me, who saw my ambrosia and nectar video and were like, oh, she's really, really bad at cooking and baking. Ha! I have proved you wrong. And if you need more proof, then I literally have a whole Instagram account dedicated to baking. So I'll leave that somewhere over here and link it down below. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so. Also, I haven't really talked about it on here, but I do have an Instagram and a Twitter. I don't use them much, but if you guys come over and check it out, I might use it more often. So I'll leave those linked down below too. So if you want to hear more from me outside these videos, feel free to go follow me there. And yeah, I think this has been a very successful video, probably my most successful baking video, because one left me with food poisoning, and the first one I did, the cookies didn't turn out blue, they turned out more like dark green. But yeah, please leave a like if you like this video, leave a comment letting me know what your favorite part of the movie was and if you think it was a good adaptation. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and click that bell button to get notifications every time I post. I post videos twice a week, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Heart attack.